I found out the curtain never comes down on the real things that happen on the street of dreams. That's why I gave up acting to become a private investigator.
Where is he?
They're bringing him up now. Johnny, I think you're making a big mistake. This is the guy you're sticking your neck out for. He's been in the tank more times than a goldfish.
Why didn't you call me before this?
How was I supposed to know that this was the guy you're looking for? He never uses the same name twice. This time he was so drunk, he didn't know what he was saying. So he used his right name.
I'll take him now.
Johnny, why don't you think it over, huh?
There's nothing to think over. He's a friend of mine. He wrote the first hit I ever produced, and he'll do it again.
He will do what again?
Lupo, you're a cop. I don't think you know about talent. Let me tell you something about talent. Talent is something you never lose. You may lose confidence. You may get so insecure that you can never crawl out of a gin bottle. But talent, once you have it, you never lose it.
Okay, I'm a cop. I don't know talent. But I do know trouble when I see it.
You're through?
Yeah, I'm through.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Dick.
You sure you can help him?
Sure. All it takes is believing, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, boy. Thanks, Lupo.
Okay, Johnny.
How long before those reviews get here?
Should be here any minute. Butterflies?
Yeah, each with an 8-foot wing spread.
Come on, let's join the others.
Richard, you wonderful man, come sit next to me.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Richard, open the book, any page. I'll act out the scene. All the parts, word for word.
How many times have you read this? 1,000?
Just 5.
Believe me, he can do it, too. Only we don't want to suffer through your bad acting, Aristides.
Oh, this is the most unkindest cut of all.
So where'd you ever get the name Aristides?
My mother and father were actors, and they loved Greek tragedy.
Oh, I could sure use a drink.
Here they are, the 3 o'clock edition. They're great. Here it is, the 3 a.m. edition. Read all about the play.
Oh. Hey, Johnny, it's a hit. It's a hit. Listen to this. It's been many years since a play of such brilliance has exploded on the Broadway stage.
As Claudine, Wendy Bryant was absolutely magnificent. She missed not a nuance, not a shading. Wendy and Claudine were one and the same.
With each play, director Michael Mallory has grown in stature. Last night, he took his place beside the greats of the theater.
After an absence of 3 years, Philip Norton returned to the Broadway stage in a blaze of glory.
What did the Trib have to say, Aristides?
He says, and I quote, "It isn't often that a critic is privileged to witness a miracle, but last night on the stage of the Midnight Theater, I was so privileged. 2 wonderful people breathed life into a beautiful play called Three-Cornered Square."
Johnny, thank you. Thank you.
For what? I just gave you a swift boot. You had the talent.
Oh, Richard, what a wonderful play.
A wonderful actress.
Just great, Richard.
Good.
Congratulations,
guys.
Richard.
Thank you, and congratulations to all of you. You're wonderful.
It's a happy man.
Good morning.
I've come to see Mr. Midnight.
It's all right, Aki.
Peter.
So, you do remember your ever-loving husband, huh?
Your husband?
He doesn't look like he'll bounce too well when you're through using him.
All right, Peter. Come on now. Take it easy. What is it you want?
Oh, that's right. Business before pleasure, huh? I've got a play for you to read.
I'm not interested.
Well, just glance through it. You too. I know you'll both be interested.
Hey, what is this, a gag? This is my play.
Slight correction, it's my play. Just look at the fly page, see for yourself.
I don't know what you're trying to pull. Well, Johnny, you know I wrote this play. You know when I started it.
Take it easy, Dick. This play has been in rehearsal for 4 weeks. Almost anybody could have made a copy of it.
I didn't expect you to be convinced by this copy, but I wrote that play for Wendy. I worked on it a year and just happened to finish the day she decided that she'd passed the stage where I could be of any further use to her.
Did you see him working on it?
Well, I don't know. He was always writing something.
I gave a copy of the play to Dick and asked him to see that you got it.
He's lying. All I ever got from him was a hello.
Go on.
Well, he saw to it that you got the play all right. Only he put his name on it.
Do you expect me to believe that he plagiarized this just on your say-so?
No. No, but I have all the proof I need. I sent the original to myself by registered mail. It's still sealed.
You knew that we were in rehearsal. Why didn't you come to us then?
I was going to, but now a hit play is more valuable.
How much more valuable?
$150,000 and my name on it as author.
No, I'll kill you. First, I'll not let you steal my play.
Stay out of this. I'll handle it. All right. What's the alternative?
I file a suit of plagiarism against Johnny Midnight and Richard Bissell. I'll get the money anyway, and I'll pull the play out from under you.
When do I have to decide?
You have until 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
All right, I'll phone you, let you know my answer.
No phone calls. You'll come in person. I live at 124 East 67th Street.
I think you've completed your business. And I think you're going to be sorry. All right, take this and get out of here.
What does he mean? He pulled the play from under you.
Well, if he wins the plagiarism suit, the property reverts to him, and he'll give it to another producer who'll recast it, present it under his own banner.
That means that I'll be through. The one chance I had to get back on top again. It's your fault. You're a thief. If you hadn't tried to pass it off as your own, we wouldn't be in all this trouble.
Peter wrote that part for me. Now, out of spite, give it to someone else.
Now, I think we're jumping the gun. I don't see where there's any proof that Dick didn't write the play.
It might be a good idea if we all got some rest, huh? It's been a rough night. Easy does it.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Well, that's funny. I was about to ask you the same question. And because I'm a cop, you answer mine first, huh?
Oh, you can't ask Pete a question about a play he'd written. Is he here?
Yeah, he's here. I don't think he'll talk much, though. He's been murdered.
Are you at home, sir?
To make a bad joke, I haven't even gotten up to bat yet. Go on, answer it, huh?
Hello, Archie.
'Tis the Sheriff of Nottingham looking for Friar Tuck.
Hi, Lupo.
Johnny,
What's on your mind?
doesn't Aki have some work to do?
Oh, Aki, go wash your socks, huh?
How am I ever going to learn about life?
Johnny, why did you not tell me that Dana was instituting a plagiarism suit against you and Bissell?
You didn't ask.
I didn't have to. You know it's a criminal offense to withhold evidence.
Since when is a civil suit considered evidence?
When it becomes the motive for murder.
I don't quite see how you make the connection.
It is simple. Danoff's lawyer was by to see me shortly after the murder occurred. It seems he was talking to Danoff on the telephone at the exact moment the murder took place. He heard a man's voice pleading, "Don't do it. Please, don't do it." Then Danoff answered, "I must talk to you." There was a shot. Danoff was dead.
I must talk to you.
You want to hear the rest?
Yes, go ahead.
We have a registered envelope, which contains the original manuscript, with a court order granting us permission to open said envelope.
You have?
And I want you to be my guest at the unveiling.
Well, why didn't you tell me about this before?
You didn't ask.
All right. I'll get a coat. We'll take off. Three-cornered square. A new play by Peter Danoff.
It can't be. It just can't be.
Did you check the rest of it, Johnny? Is that the same play that is being presented on the stage at the Midnight Theater?
Yes, it is.
You may go, Miss Bryant. Peterson. Book him on suspicion of murder.
Lupo, listen.
I didn't kill anybody.
Then you don't have anything to worry about.
He didn't kill him, believe me.
You said he didn't steal a play either.
But I didn't.
Book him.
Johnny.
Lupo, listen
Johnny,
to me.
you now force me to say I told you so, huh?
This is a farce, and you know it. You don't have enough evidence to hold him.
He had a strong motive. There are many witnesses who heard him threaten to kill Danoff.
Then why don't you book me, too? I had the same motive.
If your fingerprints had been found in Danoff's apartment, as his were, I probably would.
What?
There are also two witnesses who saw him leaving the apartment at about the time the murder occurred.
What about the gunshot?
It was fired through a thick pillow.
Can I talk to Dick?
Go ahead.
Thanks. Dick, you've got to tell me the truth. With the evidence Lupo has got, you could get the chair. The only way I can help you is if you tell me the truth.
All right. I went to see Pete a couple of hours before I was supposed to meet you. I just couldn't stand by and do nothing, Johnny. You know what that play means to me. And besides, if he went through with that suit and won, you'd lose your whole investment, plus a judgment of $150,000. Well, I tried to talk him out of it. I even offered him half my earnings for the rest of my life. But he wouldn't buy it. I saw it was no use, and I left.
Your timing was certainly bad, Dick.
Listen to me, Johnny. You've got to believe me. I swear I wrote that play. I swear I wrote every word of it. I didn't kill Pete.
I know you didn't kill him.
Well, there's got to be some way to prove that.
I hope there's a way. And I hope I can find it.
Oh, Johnny, darling, how nice to see you.
Hi, Wendy.
Oh.
Where's Michael?
Oh, he's an absolute wreck from all that's happened. He's probably in bed with an ice pack on his head. Would you join me?
Oh, no. No, thanks. It's too early for me.
I still haven't gotten over the shock of seeing a man, talented as Dick is, stoop to plagiarism.
What about the shock of losing your husband?
Well, it was awful. But you know, there hadn't been anything between Pete and me for over a year. The real shame was that he had to be killed just when his talent was being recognized.
Oh, who are you trying to kid?
What do you mean?
Well, you and I both know that Pete was very untalented. He couldn't have written Three-Cornered Square if he lived to be 100.
Well, that's not true. He was never given the chance.
Doesn't it bother you that an innocent man is being accused of both plagiarism and murder?
Well, of course, I'm sorry, but what do you want me to do? Break him out of jail?
No. No, not at all. I'd just like a few truthful answers.
All right, what do you want to know?
Had you seen Pete on the opening night before he came to my house?
No.
Did you see him after?
Well, he was killed the next day.
And you have no idea how he could have copied that play?
I don't think he did.
Of course, you realize that as Pete's widow, if Dick loses the plagiarism suit, you'll inherit the play.
Yes, I know.
Pete's murder comes at a very opportune time for you, doesn't it?
Are you intimating that I might have killed Peter?
You certainly had enough motive. You would have gotten the money from the suit. You would have owned a proven play in which you could have also starred. And Pete's presence might have proved a little awkward for both you and Michael. Murders have been committed for less, you know.
Johnny, you're very funny. Did you think you could frighten me into saying something? Your friend, Sergeant Olvera, told me it was a man's voice Peter's lawyer heard on the telephone.
There's nothing to prove that there couldn't have been both a man and a woman in that room, you know. Well, I tried to shake up Wendy Bryant. She shook me up instead.
She shakes me up pretty good, too, amigo.
I'd like to have a look at that manuscript again.
Sure.
This whole thing's too cut and dry for me.
Well, that's the trouble with people. When the thing is simple, there must be something wrong with it. It's still the same as the last time you looked at it.
Hey. Wait a minute. Look at that date.
November the 2nd. What about it?
Well, that's November the 2nd of this year.
I knew that when I first got it.
It's a week and a half after Dick gave me the play.
It's still valid, amigo. You had yours mimeographed on November the 4th. Danoff had already gotten his registered by then. Johnny, why don't you look at this thing objectively, huh? When Danoff split up with Miss Bryant, he gave a copy of the play to Bissell, knowing that Bissell would get it to you. Bissell took a chance with the play and put Bissell's name on it. Danoff heard about it. Bissell panicked. He went to his apartment the next day and pleaded with him. He called his lawyer, Mr. Cantrell, who heard a man's voice plead, "Don't do it. Please, don't do it." Danoff was going to go ahead with the suit anyway, and Bissell shot him.
I don't buy it. Two things bother me. If Danoff were going to go ahead with the suit, he wouldn't have said to his lawyer, "I must talk to you." He simply would have told Cantrell to go ahead. And then there's the week and a half from the time I got the script until Danoff registered it.
How many copies of the play did Bissell give you?
3. The original and 2 carbons.
Did you pass any around?
They never left my office.
Then perhaps you can tell me how Danoff could get the play.
How? Maybe Aristides could tell me how.
I wouldn't count on it. He was vague about everything when I questioned him.
What? Aristides couldn't remember. We're going for a ride, amigo. I'm gonna show you how. Come on.
Doors open.
Mind if I visit a while, Aristides?
Of course not, Johnny. Sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Cup of coffee?
Yes, thank you.
Say, looks pretty bad for Dick, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Too bad. He's a nice boy.
Yes, he is. Aristides, what day was it that you, Michael, and I got together for the first time to go over the script and talk about casting?
Well, it was October 24th.
Yes, and when you suggested Philip Norton for the part, Michael and I thought you were losing your marbles.
I'm certainly glad that he turned out so great in the part. You never would have forgiven me.
Yes, you were right. Yes, even though it did take you 3 days to get us to promise to see him.
Well, the more I read the script, the more convinced I became you'd be so right for the part.
And by that time, you weren't even looking at the script anymore, were you?
No, it wasn't until the next day that I learned the script by heart.
And that night, you went to see Pete.
That's right. What?
You went to see Pete, and you offered him the deal.
Well, what are you talking about, Johnny?
You made a mistake. You never should have been forgetful with Sergeant Olvera.
Johnny.
You knew that Pete would love to get even with Wendy.
You're wrong, Johnny.
You knew that he was bitter. You knew that he hated anybody who was successful, and you knew that he would love to have his name on a successful play.
It's not true, Johnny. It's not true. Please, leave it alone.
You dictated the play to him, and then he registered it. You showed up at his apartment on schedule, and you began counting the money.
I didn't. Now leave me alone.
Then you ran into a snag. He called you and told you that he lost his nerve, and he was going to call the whole thing off. He was going to tell me the whole truth. You went over to his apartment, and you pleaded with him, but he ignored you. He called his lawyer. You said, don't do it. Don't do it. He managed to say to his lawyer, I must talk to you. And then you shot him.
Yes, I shot him. I had to shoot him. My whole life was the theater. Sitting backstage looking on, never doing. Just looking on. And all the time I was dying inside. Little by little. Because the one thing I really wanted to do was to act, and I just didn't have the talent. Just growing more and more bitter. Beginning to hate everybody. You know what I was going to do with that money? I was going to use it to take me as far from Broadway as I could get. But Pete called me and said that Dick had been to see him, and he was getting scared. He wanted to call the whole thing off. I took that old prop gun in the buffet and bought some shells for it and went to Pete's apartment. I pleaded with him not to call it off. I explained to him it was my one last chance for happiness. But he wouldn't listen. He walked to the phone and called his lawyer. I shot him. I had to shoot him. I had to.
You heard? The gun's in the drawer back here.
Like I'm always thanking you.
My pleasure, believe me.
Well, let's get the show back on the boards, huh?
Right. So you can start writing your next hit.
Just like that?
All it takes is believing.